Welcome back. Oh my God. Listen, 2 episodes, 1 week, 2 parts, Cell games.
I'm winded.
It's the extravagant. I don't know. It's the Cell's in Cell's words, the extravaganza of the century. My man he's out here. He's already what 4-0 in the Cell games tournament. He's
beast.
He's defeated the Balkan Skull, known as Karoni.
8 seeds. 8 seeds.
He's defeated the former world champion Hercule, 1-hit KO. He's defeated Goku himself.
Yeah.
And now we're rolling back in to essentially he's going back in with now Goku's son Gohan.
Yeah. Prime time. This is it.
Listen, this is ABC. This is the finals of this is 8 p.m. prime time. Listen, you can't get any better than that. Listen, the Cell games are so good, and up to this point, a lot of things are about to happen. We're about to run through a whole bunch of cool stuff. So bear our excitement.
A lot of things are gonna go full circle, for sure.
It's gonna be crazy. Should we get into it?
Yeah, man. Let's do it, bro. I'm always ready to talk about my man Teen Gohan, man.
Listen, let's get into part 2 of the Cell games. Like, and I call this podcast, by the way, Like Father, Like Saiyan. Shout to it's a Birdman reference.
Oh yeah. We got to crop them on the double XL
cover. We've got to at this point. Gohan steps up to the plate. He powers up.
Yeah.
And Cell is intrigued. He's like, "Whoa, this kid is actually."
I like that. Yeah. So it's like, all right.
And they battle a little bit back and forth. What do you, in terms of just the early stages of this Gohan and Cell thing? There's not a lot of fighting that eventually goes on, because probably more different than the Goku versus Cell battle. This becomes more of a story-driven fight, a fight that a lot of fights that we've seen, because there's a complete episode, and it's called Gohan's Plea. There's a complete episode where he pretty much tries to warn Cell about his incredible hidden strength. He's like, "Listen."
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
I think
did that confidence come from Gohan fighting and realizing it while he was fighting?
I think that came from the fact that Gohan didn't actually want to kill Cell.
Okay.
And he was just warning you, like, "Listen, we don't have to do this. You can just leave, and we don't have to fight for this planet and thing. But if you continue to push me, I've been known to do things that in terms of I've been known to retaliate when I've been pushed against a wall." And
so you think it was just him saying, "Look, I don't know what could possibly happen," and
he was trying to save Cell from himself.
I don't want to accidentally kill you because I don't know what's going to happen if I break through. I broke through plenty of times on accident, and bad things happen. That's basically what you're saying.
Pretty much. He's like, "Listen, usually bad things happen for the other people."
It's not more of like, I know I'm about to extend. It's more just like, okay, yeah, I hear you.
It's just like. But I don't think he ever wanted to reach that point.
Mm-hmm.
Cell gets a boner from this. Cell is just like, "Oh shit,
show me,
show me." This is
untapped potential. Like,
wow, okay, so maybe it was like, "Do I have to hit you in the face?" I'm gonna hit you in the face a lot of times and see if that. Nothing yet.
We're getting to that meat of what this all means.
Piccolo's continue to he's seeing this, and he's probably just as hysterical as maybe Chi-Chi is at the time, because Piccolo and Gohan's relationship over the years is strong in their bonds. He's seen him as a kid and helped him grow, and he tries to knock some sense into Goku and just says, like, "Listen, he's an 11-year-old boy and wondering where his father is, and not about some silly just like battle. He's not a warrior. Gohan is not a warrior like you. He's just an 11-year-old boy."
Again, bro, I'm smacking the shit out of Piccolo on sight, bro.
But it knocked some sense into Goku, because Goku.
It did.
I feel like, because Goku for the longest has been like, "Yo, my kid is going to be a strong warrior, and I want him to train, and I want him to be just like me." But the reality is that he isn't. That Gohan Gohan has way more potential than he ever did with strength, and way more potential to be actually somebody in the future.
Whoa.
And you're kind of, throwing that all away selfishly for him to battle this opponent where he could die.
Do you think that tells a lot about how Gohan's story went post Cell Games? Do you think that the purpose of the Cell Games was to show you, Gohan is the strongest being in the world at this point in time?
I think
this is his moment, and this is what it is. And this may be his peak moment for the rest of the series,
I think the purpose of the Cell Games was to bring Dragon Ball Z full circle.
Right. From the beginning of Dragon Ball.
From the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, with Gohan exhibiting these strange powers and just being the son of the strongest person on Earth, to sort of Goku passing the torch and just the development of Gohan and what he was supposed to be. Because originally, according at least to the manga, this was supposed to be the end of Dragon Ball Z.
It felt that way, so yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
This was supposed to be the end of Dragon Ball Z. They initially did not plan for the Buu saga to be developed. A manga wasn't even developed for the Buu saga at that point.
How many years was it after? Was it 8 or 7? Do you remember?
For what do you mean?
From after Cell Games.
In terms of when it aired?
Cell Games to Goten and Trunks. How many years was that?
Oh my god.
Shit. They say it at the end of it at the beginning of.
It's roughly I believe it's 7 years.
7, yeah, I think it was something like that. Okay.
It's 7 years it happens. Gohan's in school, he's in high school, or maybe a couple of years after that. He's in high school and doing all that other cool high school shit. It becomes way less about things. But I think, the plot of this was to bring everything full circle. But just with the demand and the popularity of Dragon Ball Z, and especially in Japan, things took a little bit of a different turn, and I think people demanded, more episodes. It
was a very big moment. It was the biggest moment in Dragon Ball Z history, in my opinion. And it's just, I think after something like that, it's actually very similar to what happened with Super just now.
Yeah.
It's at first it's oh, this is the end of Super. That's what the information that came out saying Super. And I think it just got so out of control big that you're just this is not the end of Super. So, or this isn't the end of Dragon Ball per se. And it's I think it's something similar. It's okay, we did this storytelling. This is the end. Oh wait, this isn't the end because you guys enjoyed this so much. And yeah.
Who
knows, man?
I'm looking. Toriyama has been quoted saying that he originally planned to end the series after the first hunt for the Dragon Balls when it ran. However, he never gave an official word on whether he intended it to end for the Frieza or Cell sagas. So we'll see.
At least it didn't end in Frieza.
Facts. Because that would have been weird. Android 16, who's watching from the sidelines, swoops in. He can't be detected. He's a fucking android. Who's going to know that he's coming? He swoops in and he grabs Cell in a bear hug. And he's just I'm about to end this shit. I can't risk anyone else being hurt. I can't risk Gohan being hurt, especially, how many people are affected by him and all this other stuff. I'm going to risk my life. I'm going to employ my self-destruct button, and we about to be out. Everything is about to blow up.
Hey, man, I'm just talking about this moment is crazy because out of all the clutch moments that Bulma has had, she just made one mistake.
This is the unclutchiest of them all.
She made one major mistake.
You used to have a bomb hidden inside your body, but Bulma, she told me that Dr. Breeze found it when they had you in for repairs and he decided to take it out. Bulma, what he just said, is it true? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, 16! You can't self-destruct anymore!
You big idiot. Such a shame. But then, a mere bomb wouldn't have been enough to destroy me anyway.
But you know what? At the end of the day,
it's warranted.
Protecting Goku. She was protecting Goku.
She's known for 20-something years, and some android she practically found in the trash and had to repair.
She's like, I'm not keeping this in him because this is to destroy Goku.
What we're hinting at is Android 16 originally had a bomb implanted in him, but during the sort of renovations that Bulma was making to his entire body, she found the bomb.
She was opening them up. She was like, "Oh nah, nigga, we ain't keeping this in here."
It's like found a bomb. Actually, Dr. Briefs found the bomb. And she was just like, "Listen, this android may have been sent on a one-way trip. This android may, by all intents and purposes, have been sent here just purely to destroy Goku by any means possible. We don't know if his intentions will still be the same after this. So
let's just take it out, just in case. Boom, there you go.
My nigga doesn't feel any empty shit in his chest. He's like, nope, it's right there.
Yo, that must have sucked, bro. I would like, because the only way I want to even get that close to Cell is if I have something like that.
Right.
So the fact that he got that close to Cell, and then could you imagine and you're just like, damn, it's not in here.
It's not.
What happened? He's I think 16 was like
he glowed and
like,
then unglowed and he was like
and then,
shit.
And then he's just like nothing happened. Cell's just like
Krillin is the one who breaks the news. To me, Krillin is the commentator for really anything. Any sort of things you want to get across from point A to point B, you kind of let Krillin know.
Facts.
So Krillin's like, they took it out of you. And 16 is just like,
I can't believe this.
Y'all got me looking fucking stupid out here.
Yeah, bro. But at the same time, it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, nobody asked you to do that.
Who was the bigger fool? Chaozu for blowing himself up on Nappa or Android 16 in this part?
That's a really good question.
Who's the bigger Bobo to fool?
They're both really stupid moves to make. But I'm gonna go with 16. Only
I gotta say Chaozu.
I don't know. I mean, but
Chaozu takes the cake. At least 16 thought he had something in there. Chaozu blew himself up.
Dude,
what?
Okay, listen. I'm here to debate that, but I hear what you're saying because Chaozu had to know that wasn't gonna work.
I don't know if he knew that wasn't gonna work.
There's no way he knew that was gonna work, bro. He ended himself quick.
He said, sorry, guys, I'm going to do this to save you, Tien. And then Tien's like, what are you doing? I'm blowing myself up. And my nigga did not die.
This man Tien's like, yo, it's not, don't do that, bro. Like,
and then Tien got mad, like Nappa killed Chaozu.
I'm saying, bro, Nappa's sitting there like, huh? Oh, well.
Oh,
like, literally, he's like, oh, there's the little guy's gone. Both very dim-witted moves, but to be fair, I guess 16 did not know that he didn't have anything in him, so it was pretty courageous, all in all, right?
Yeah. Cell breaks Android 15 into million jillion pieces. Like a lot of them.
Yeah.
Head is all gone. It flies in a million pieces. Like it is what it is. And Gohan is like slowly.
He's losing it, man.
Yeah, he's slowly losing his power is beginning to swell, and Cell's realizing that he's like, oh, okay. Cell's boner in this is just continuing to grow. He's just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more out of you.
Yeah, he's not quite satisfied yet, but he understands that he at that point he starts realizing what he has to do to get Gohan to be pushed.
Enter the Cell Juniors.
Cell Juniors. Okay, listen, Cell Juniors. Underrated. Their personalities are hilarious. Although Cell giving birth to them are weird. But apparently they have like base power of Super Saiyan. Like,
yeah, it's just like I'm like, how? Wait,
like
why
damn,
is he so fucking strong?
I'm saying,
How
like,
big is the gap between the power levels of?
man, all I gotta say is Cell Jr. was stronger than a Super Namek. So
Boom.
if that means to tell you anything,
Listen,
about these little fucks,
as far as we know, in terms of strength, it's Cell, Goku at full power, maybe Gohan after that, but probably before Gohan. I don't know. We never saw Gohan actually fight the Cell Juniors, but the Cell Juniors are right under Goku or Gohan at the
Cell Juniors beat everyone's ass up until the magic happens.
Everyone's having a hard time, and
like they just can't. They can't. Like, to me, I'm looking. I'm like, damn, they're about as strong as 17 and 18, right?
Listen,
like, jeez.
I feel like Piccolo's embarrassed, and Vegeta is as well, that they're having to fight little kids. Yamcha and Tien did not show up to fight. Now have to fight.
A lot of chaos is going on. When Cell Juniors came out, it was like chaos.
Goku's at half speed. He's getting his ass whooped because he's not at full strength. He didn't eat any of the senzu beans, and at some point, Cell steals the senzu beans.
I just remember, like, all I remember is Cell Jr. like beating the shit out of them, and then like Goku's on the ground like, why didn't I
take those damn beans?
Yeah, bro. He's like, yo, why is this all happening?
I should have took the beans.
I shouldn't let Gohan do this. Like, he's like going through. He's like, I'm sorry, guys, it's over. Like, I can't believe this.
Niggas ask Tien and Yamcha, is like, yo, Tien and Yamcha save Goku, and they're just like, all right, it is. I mean, we'll see what happens. But the Cell Juniors are putting the hurting on everybody. Like, literally everybody.
They're strong as fuck, guys. For whatever reason, Cell Juniors, how many were there? 6?
There were, I believe there were 7.
7?
I believe there were 7.
7 little cells who are about, they seem to be a little bit stronger than Super Saiyan.
They're stronger than Vegeta.
Yeah,
which, maybe as strong as Vegeta.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're more on like an ascended level, like ascended Super Saiyan level. But I don't know. Maybe they're a little weaker than that because.
Are the Cell Juniors featured in any of the games?
I think. Oh, you know what? They were in one of the Budokais, but it was like a kill 20 of these type things. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Kind of like Cybermen situation. Like they'd make you do like a mini game of like kill 20 Cybermen or kill 10 Cell Juniors, that type of thing.
All right, sounds good. Cell is just like nothing.
My children.
Yeah.
My children beat everybody up.
First one to kill somebody gets a, and Gohan's like, no! And they look like they about to kill Krillin. I just felt it in my bones.
You just knew you were like, oh, he's
go after the ball one. Mr. Satan is off in a way, but by him is Android 16's head, which is still fully functional. Dr. Giro's really a genius. Nobody.
Shouts Giro, man.
Just a head. And he says, throw me by Gohan. And Hercule's Mr. Satan,
what you say, bro?
Hercule's just like, at first everyone's just like, nah, are you chilling me? You just a head. Like, and Hercule's like, I gotta do this, or something along those lines.
He just got courageous all of a
sudden. He grabs him. He's like running through blasts and shit. And
it was a great scene. Bro.
It was a great scene. He's there running through blasts. He's scared. He's frightened as shit. He throws the head. The head lands somewhere between Cell and Gohan.
Yeah.
And
shouts Hercule for this moment. He did it, buddy.
He did it. He helped save the Earth. Gohan is just like,
this is it, man. This is when, like I said, man, the historic moments begin. It's like you just got all these emotions that have been going on for Gohan, since we just been talking about it the past 10, 15 minutes. It's like all these things have been going on back and forth with Cell trying to push this ultimate power out of him. And basically, you got 16. He's talking to Gohan about life. Right. And what it means and to kind of like whatever you're feeling, just let it go.
He says, Pretty much that. He says, Gohan, let it go. It is not a sin to fight for the right cause.
Mm-hmm.
There is those who words alone will not reach. Cell is such a being. I know how you.
Is this direct quotes?
These are direct quotes.
Oh, yeah, kill that.
I know how you feel, Gohan. You are gentle. You do not like to hurt. I know because I too have learned these feelings, but it is because your cherished life that you must protect it. Please drop your restraints.
Amen.
Protect the life I once loved.
Yes.
You have the strength.
Yes.
My scanner sensed it.
Yes, Lord.
Just let it go.
Let it go, Lord. Beautiful.
And then Cell crushes his head.
and then Cell steps on his.
Cell crushes his head.
And
that little tiny chip. Beep, 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 beep.
And that was it, man. Go at that point, to the listeners, to the viewers, Gohan.
I'm splicing in audio, so it don't even matter.
Oh man, like bro. The greatest transformation of all time?
The greatest transformation of all time.
Yet another fighter you could have saved.
16. You love life. You gave everything up to save it. And you were just an android. I let you die. I can't do that. I won't watch anymore. I feel it slipping. And I won't watch this anymore!
It's unreal!
This is it.
Gohan's releasing his energy.
Gohan!
Atta boy, Gohan. So, that's it, huh? You are making the same mistake Trunks did, boy. Don't think you can beat me just by powering up.
Stop it!
Huh?
That's enough! Tell them to stop it!
That's the way. Let it all go.
never forgive you for what you've done.
The symbolism, the imagery, the meaning, everything that led up to it, everything that came towards it. This wasn't like the original Super Saiyan. I mean, even though the original Super Saiyan definitely did had some sort of build up.
Yeah, of course.
Vegeta was talking about that shit like it was that he reached it and he didn't reach it. And it was a legendary. Talking about that every time. It got on Frieza's nerves, and at that point, Frieza killed him because he just wouldn't stop talking about this legendary Super Saiyan. But just the build up. I mean, we have, even in the filler, they talked about just how strong Gohan is. We had a little flashback Gohan episode, Chibi Gohan. The man flies through a tree. You know, the kid flies through a tree. He's only a few years old, still flying through trees to save himself. Like, Gohan in this entire battle had been watching, and while everyone's sort of demeanor watching Cell had been in shock, he was the most calm out of everyone.
Absolutely.
He knew what it was. He knew what his strength was. He had confidence in his father. He had confidence in himself. He had confidence in everything. He did not want to destroy Cell. He did not want to destroy the Earth. He did not want to sort of embark on this battle, but he knew at some points you got to do what you got to do. From the beginning. Listen,
go ahead. Real quick, bro. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan debuted December 12th, the year 2000. So I was 11, 12. Now,
you were 10. Year 2000?
I was 11.
You were 11 in 2000. We're literally 2 weeks apart in age. We had to be 10. Yeah, we're like two people. I was born in 1992. Not 1992. 1992.
I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. Oh, well, yeah, you're right. You're right. But dog, we were Gohan's. We were almost
11. We were almost 11.
Like, we were his age, bro.
We were his age. So you just like that, man, the power of the youth.
Bro, it's like it was just a perfect time to be a fan of this series. Like the perfect time.
They gave the keys to a kid. Kids love the show. We love the show. They introduced possibly the most anticipated. I first saw this transformation in Japanese. In a public library because I was looking up all these Dragon Ball Z videos and I remember seeing this and I just remember let me not say that, it's going to be wild offensive, but but I do remember seeing this transformation. I remember the stupor that was on Cell's face of him just like kind of looking back and realizing what he'd actually done, because this is what he's wanted, and Gohan was just giving him what he wanted.
It was shocking, maybe a little bit of fright. You know, I just think it was like, holy crap, this is what you guys were talking about?
Just a pure blast of rage, energy, passion, emotion, everything poured out into one, and Gohan ascended to the next level of Super Saiyan. Beyond the Ascended Saiyan, he becomes Super Saiyan 2.
This is the biggest debut to date. As far as strength as of right now, I mean, like, come on, man. This is like Gohan's whole demeanor and his swag and his attitude. It's almost like for just a little while, like he actually was like really on some Saiyan shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Gohan's never been on some like
warrior
shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is like one of the first moments you see him. It's just like, this is what it is to be a Saiyan. Like, I feel it now.
Let me tell you about Dragon Ball Z and what this meant. Dragon Ball Z, at times in 2000, some of you maybe weren't, fully functional in 2000 like we were, but or at least didn't know this. Dragon Ball Z would pretty much lead the ratings for Cartoon Network. oftentimes it became one of the most highest rating just shows in the week. Forget actual just like cartoons. It became one of the highest rated shows of the week.
Television. Yeah.
It was just this moment, this cultural moment. I'm trying to figure out like what the rating for it, but I'm probably never actually find it, but because it's just so long ago. But
what the rating for like that episode?
But it's a Dragon Ball Z was huge. And these moments like moments like when Goku turned Super Saiyan, moments like the battle against Frieza and the battle against Cell and everything like that, the introduction of Trunks, those were big moments.
Absolutely.
And, you know, here we are, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Trunks' comments is just like he did it. He managed to not become too strong and slow him down. He's got the perfect mix of strength and speed and all this other stuff. This is what we were going for. And he managed to break through. Got
it. That was it. These are the moments. And again, we can, you guys can hear us talking about it and discussing like what it is. And again, I stress it, go watch, you know, like the Cell games over, because you're going to hit this moment. And you're just going to be like, oh my God. Like I like it. It's so good. It's so good.
Not to be outdone by that amazing transformation. We get one of the most badass sort of episodes in general. Was Gohan really just one kick KOing all these Cell Juniors?
Yeah. I think a lot of the times Gohan has tears in his eyes and a lot of the moments of him like going in on like he's so angry that it's just pure power. And
but this was like a stealthy calm though. This was kind of like
like when he basically just like saved everybody, snatched the sensu beans, was cutting through Cell Juniors.
A man just says he grabbed the sensu beans. At some point he destroyed that like renegade Cell Junior that was about to kill Krillin. And Krillin was just like, just kill me, bro. Like, whatever. It won't be the first time, won't be the last. And he kills him. He grabs Krillin. He teleports somewhere else. He drops Krillin, drops the
like really fast.
Teleports back, kicks another few, and he just demolishes all 7 Cell Juniors. It's fucking incredible.
By the way, Perfect Cell has a Cell Junior colorway on fighters. I just want to tell you that's really dope.
Boom.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Let's see. Cell has a mental breakdown, and the mental breakdown is it's telling based on, I feel like people who are concerned with being vain or concerned with being perfect, and kind of experience that maybe they're not as perfect as once they thought. Typically, I
deal with this weekly. I deal with this on a personal level.
Typically, you have these reactions. You get a zit on your face. It's
you're just like, what the fuck is happening? This is not supposed to be what I'm dealing with right now.
Like, and it's just, you know, it's actually perfect for what happens with Cell. I don't think we see any sort of character in this series have the mental breakdown that he's having, because he just can't handle someone being stronger than him and just sort of easily handing them their own ass. And Cell Gohan one punch, and Cell is just like he's spitting up, got shit in his mouth.
Cell's like, what the fuck was that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, holy crap, I ain't never been hit that hard in my life, bro.
My man is trying to give him everything he's got. He's throwing all the moves at him. Gohan is countering them. Special beam cannon, the nigga flicks it away. But Kamehameha wave, Gohan just blasted right back at him.
All this shit means nothing to me.
Eventually, Gohan lands a very deciding blow.
Boom. The blow, bro.
The blow of all blows.
One of the coolest things, and not to mention, I did not see this coming at all. I wasn't even expecting it. I didn't think about it. It's probably like one of those things. It's like, even in the upcut version, you don't see Cell actually vomiting. You just see 18 on the ground and him holding his mouth, and then they cut to it. I think you hear a drop.
Yeah.
I think it would have been too much to watch 18 come out of Cell's mouth.
Oh, it's a little much. It's
a little much. You think it would have been too much?
It's a little much. Why do you think they decided to bring back 18?
Honestly, Well, I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you two options. One, yes, for the purpose of Krillin and Krillin getting a hard on immediately as soon as she falls out Cell's mouth, which is disgusting. And the other reason was, I think, the purpose of the order. I think the fact that Cell needed to get 17 first, 18 last, and 18 was the last one that he ate. So, or absorbed. So I just think it's one of those things. Just like, well, she was the last one to be absorbed, so she's the one to come out. You know what I'm saying?
I want to feel like they wanted to show her being vomited out, and then
I think they
were just like, nah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was drawn up.
Because there's an angle. There's an angle to it. I'm watching it now.
There is, and they cut it. They cut to it, and I think you hear her fall out.
Yeah, you hear her fall out, and you
now
see it from behind.
Check the manga. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously it's drawn, so I don't know. But like, I don't think there's like a more violent picture of him throwing up 18. But the reason why this is so crazy for the listeners, if you don't know, you should know, or maybe you just do know. But when he absorbed 18 and 17, he did it. When he absorbed 17, 18, he did it through his tail. So for him to throw him up out of his mouth was, it's something.
Yeah, it's crazy. I actually have the manga in front of me. All right, I'm not going to look through it right now. He reverts back to his form, and everyone thinks they have the battle won, but everyone's also wondering, like, why isn't Gohan just killing him, like, right now? Right.
It could have been over. Now, this is again what I like to call the Saiyan syndrome. Mm-hmm. Cell has it. We've seen him act. He does it. Goku has it. He just has it in his own way. Vegeta has it. Only person I haven't seen really have that instinct was Trunks, and that's because Trunks has seen everybody die, so he don't want to take no chance. But every other Saiyan is like this. They're just very, you know what? Not just am I going to kill you at some point, but I want you to suffer.
I want you to suffer.
In between that time, maybe something reckless may happen and I can lose, but I want you to suffer.
This proves to be a major mistake.
It is yeah.
Because Cell is now like, if I can't win, I'm just gonna blow up the Earth anyway. Like, fuck everybody. Like, literally. You guys are trash. I'm tired of this planet. I win anyway.
At that point, he's like, yo, I am not fighting this kid.
He's like, you think I lost? I win. I win because the goal was to blow up the Earth after I defeated you all. And if I can't defeat you all, I'm just gonna blow up the Earth anyway. And everyone's just like, damn.
Real quick, can we talk about like the audience yelling at Gohan like, what the hell are you doing? Kill him. And Gohan's kind of just like, I got this, niggas. Yeah. Like, it's just really, it's a cool moment, but it's blind rage. You can tell that he's, at this point, he's so confident in what he's learned.
The power is just so different.
It's different. It's different. So you can't be mad at him for it because he's never been in the situation.
I don't know. If I think Piccolo would have killed him.
Yeah, I know. I just think, again, at the same set, just like you say, he's only
again, Piccolo should have killed Cell initially. Like, what was he doing?
These are facts, and again, you got to use the same shit Piccolo used. Oh, he's just a boy, and this is true. At the end of the day, he may have all this power, but he's just a boy, and the power, it's a blind rage. It's his hidden potential. So you got to give him a little bit of leeway.
Gohan immediately regrets his decision.
Yeah, of course.
But then Goku's just like, I know what I have to do.
This is it, guys. I'm actually gonna save the world. Or try to.
Right. It's gonna be me. Sorry if you thought it was gonna be somebody else. Gohan's lamenting, and then Goku pops up and it's just like he shares a few departing words with Gohan and says, like, you're the man of the family now. Take care of your mother for me. And he just feels strongly like this is what he has to do to save the Earth.
What is it, Goku? Do you have a plan or something? What? What do you want us to do?
Listen, there's not much time left, and I can only think of one way to save the Earth now.
What are you talking about?
No, don't. I think I know what you have planned, Goku. You don't have to do this. Goodbye, friends.
Goku, wait! Don't leave us!
10 more seconds and the Earth will be gone. I guess we'll call the game a draw.
Hey, you put up a good fight, Gohan. I'm proud of you.
What? Daddy?
Take care of your mother for me. She needs you. Tell her that I had to do this, Gohan. Goodbye, my son.
No, come back! Goku!
Where does Gohan take him? Or where does Goku take this kid?
Goku takes him to King Kai's planet. Motherfucker. That's what I would have said if I was King Kai. Like, I'm watching this shit and now you're in my house?
Why? You could have just dropped him in space. You
On
knew you were gonna die
New Namek,
anyways.
something. I told you where it was. Just drop on New Namek. Why are you bringing them here? And then Cell blows up, and then there goes King Kai's planet. There goes King Kai. There
Everybody's
goes Bubbles.
dead.
There goes
Everybody who was there is finished.
Gregory. Everyone's dead
Except for
Cell.
Except for Cell, whose name comes into real purpose this time.
Yeah, I mean, everyone blows up. Everyone thinks everyone's dead. Everyone's crying. Psych. Cell's not dead. To me, all right. So, how do you feel about this explanation of him being alive? Because I didn't buy it in the beginning. I kind of see what they're going for now, but I still kind of don't buy it. I don't know.
I mean, to me, they're just expanding on him and his name. Mm-hmm. I think it was like, oh yeah, he can he can start over from a single cell. Like
each cell has its own brain.
Yeah, but the thing is, he came back in his perfect form, guys.
Which made no sense.
Now, and not just that, but if I'm correct, I believe Cell, he said he was stronger than what he was. He
said, I always heard that, because I think they didn't allude to it. I heard in the series, at least, he came back with his full strength. That's what I heard. But I also heard that he came back stronger.
He came back stronger, yeah. I believe even on official power level charts, there's like a post death perfect Cell strength. Yeah, like he apparently was stronger than which makes sense if he has Saiyan cells in him. That's all I'm trying to allude to. That's awesome, by the way, if that's what they were going with.
This, not only does he return in his perfect form, which makes no sense, is completely unfair.
Hold on, I know what you're about to say. I want to tell the viewers your notes here, real quick. Psych, Cell's not dead. He's back in perfect form. Trunks instantly bodied. Because I just read it myself. Just like, it's so funny because that is literally how it happens, guys.
Wait, before he returns, there's this other like bamboozlement. Apparently, in the explosion, Goku's cells rubbed up on his cells.
Oh yeah,
and he learns instant transmission.
I don't even want to talk about that. Actually, if you want to talk about it, that makes no sense to me.
That makes no sense. He's like, what? Goku's cells exploded on my cell.
So then I instant transmission.
So I learned instant transmission. It's like, and I acquired all his knowledge of and taste of food and all this other shit that he probably does. And just like, he didn't get none of King Kai shit. Like, what the fuck? None of Gregory, none of the monkey, none of anything. What the fuck?
I mean, I guess they needed a quick way to get him back to Earth. Yeah. And that was the best way to do it. But at the same time,
they're already running short on time.
I guess it was very strange. Yeah, they went with it, though. They definitely did that.
he returns, and yes, Trunks is instantly bodied.
It was a death beam through the chest.
Death beam straight through the chest.
A big hole too. It wasn't like a
huge Yamcha size. Regular,
yeah, it was
Yamcha's like, whoa, look at
that. It was a big ass. Because look, Frieza killed Vegeta with this move, but it was not that big of a hole.
Yamcha was the first one to react. He was like, guys, I don't think he's doing that well. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. From the guy who knows about holes in the chest is what his science is on this. At some point, Trunks also coughs up blood, which is gross as well.
Yeah, only on the uncut version. If you're watching on television, you probably didn't.
Oh yeah, he does not cough up blood.
All blood is black on Toonami, guys.
100%. Yeah, Cell tells the BS story about how you regenerated, and Vegeta just like, yo. And his one moment of selflessness, his one moment of, and this begins. This does begin. His relationship. Development in the relationship and his mind thought and all these other things.
What really matters, what's important.
He sees his son, even though it's his son from the future who already had who died. Get killed, and he goes off. He tries to go after Cell. He does typically Vegeta rage move, which is multi-blast.
Yeah, multi-blast, uses a bunch of energy that he shouldn't and does nothing.
And then Cell comes back, who's like, was that supposed to hurt? And then just slaps the shit out of him.
Yeah, Vegeta is out the scene for a minute.
And he just says, I'm going to kill Vegeta too, because fuck these Saiyans at this point. And then Gohan jumps in.
Sacrifice. Boom. Gohan's like, not my uncle, bruh. Yeah. Boom. Took the hit. Like, we related. I'm not, because I mean,
they're related.
Isn't that so crazy? Like Gohan saving Vegeta.
And well, and get this. What does he say after he saved me? He's like, I've become useless on this battlefield. I'm sorry, Gohan. What? My nigga knew. He thought he was about to die. 100%. Like, he thought he was about to die.
Shout out to Gohan, man. That was just a moment in me, too. Like, even small moments like that, I think Gohan and Vegeta, if you guys watch the series, you know, they don't really communicate a lot.
Yeah.
So even though it was so small, anything that's sentimental from Vegeta, even if it's 5%, it's something. So that, it was just like, that's almost like Vegeta saying, you know, he said, I'm sorry, Gohan.
He said, I'm sorry. It is what it is. Like, Gohan's entire bloody arm is just, it's gross. He's got one arm pretty much to be able to use, and Cell is just like, I have no intention of fighting in this tournament. I'm here to destroy shit. Like, you've got
the tournament's basically finished. He's like, I almost died for real. So it's time.
Here becomes the ultimate beam battle. If you thought beam battles before were beam battles, this is literally the ultimate. 3 episodes, 3 maybe 4 episodes of Kamehameha waves blasting one another. It's Gohan versus Cell. One final. Whoever pretty much lands it is going to win this battle. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the finale. And it's a great finale. I mean, here's the thing. I wouldn't have been mad if it ended with Goku sacrificing himself and this just kind of ends. It would have been very, very sad, but it would have been like, you know, a hero's send-off. But
sure,
they decide, you know what, we're going to do this.
They weren't lazy.
If we're going to do this, we're going to do this right, and we're going to make this thing full circle. And for once, we're not going to depend on Goku, even though it's kind of dependent on Goku.
He still comes in and helps, but
to make sure everything is, you know, ended in a neatly packaged. The ultimate beam battle. I love this beam battle because everybody gets to shine in their own special way.
Yep.
Goku's trying to help Gohan and coach him through this because Gohan's losing confidence in himself.
He's got one arm. Keep that in mind, guys.
He's got one arm, but Goku knows he has the strength to be able to pull it off. At some point, Piccolo's just like, I can't just stand there and watch Gohan, lose this. I need to do help. Even though, and Tien says he didn't think he could, but he tried anyway. And that inspires Tien and Yamcha, even Yamcha, to say, like, listen, if this kid can do it, so can we.
Yeah, Cell was preoccupied. That's why.
Everyone leaves the dead bodies of Trunks and Android 18, just on the side of a mountain somewhere. We'll get back to him.
Yeah, we will.
And they go behind Cell and they start blasting him, and they blast him, and we're getting this beam battle, and it's just back and forth. And while they don't help that much, they're just doing everything they can.
It's something. It's distracting. It's whatever it may be. It's doing something to help Gohan.
The one deciding blow is just Vegeta. Vegeta says, "You know what? I'm going to help these guys too," and it's very uncharacteristic of him.
It's very uncharacteristic, bro.
For the entire series, he's distanced himself from the Z Fighters.
My favorite part, guys. My favorite part.
He shows up.
Vegeta's in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. He shoots a dope ass. The all he had left. Like,
you think it was a Big Bang attack?
He was holding I believe he was holding his forearm on his hand, on his right arm, and he had his hand out like Big Bang. I don't know if it was like a, smaller dosage or I don't, you know what I'm saying? But it looked like it hit Cell enough for him to, Cell was like, fuck was that? He turned around, he's like, Vegeta.
Oh shit, nigga.
And then, he was like,
you get my man's his legs went kind of weak a little bit.
He buckled. He was like, whoa.
He was like, whoa, what?
And then of course Goku's like, son, this is it, nigga.
You get the music. It's the keys.
But let's talk about animation, bro. Okay, so as soon as Goku says, Gohan, now this is it. This is your moment. And they show Gohan's face. He kind of like has a blank stare, and he's like, "Oh shit, this is it." And he just lets it all out.
Lets it all go.
It's so dope.
It's the giant beam. The beam is now around him, and it's colored, and it's got lights and shit.
I got chills right now, bro.
Say goodbye. Vegeta, now's your chance!
And the music is playing.
I have chills right now.
Gohan is walking towards him.
Oh my god, I got chills right now, bro.
And the final music of Cell, where Cell dies, he's currently the dun 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 dun.
Cell's just disintegrating, and they make sure they show you Cell disintegrating permanently.
It got all the cells, even that big fat one that was just
yes. Oh man, dog.
Boom! Everything.
I love it, man.
Loved it. Even his red blood cells had no chance. Niggas was exploding.
Everything
was like boom.
It's the biggest Kamehameha wave that we've seen up to date.
And it's over.
Well, one arm. This is why Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Teen Gohan, will forever, ever, ever be one of the greatest transformations / greatest Z fighters, no matter what Gohan decides he wants to do with his future. Because he beat Perfect Cell with one arm, a little bit of help from Goku and Vegeta and the rest of the Z Warriors. But ultimately, this is Gohan, baby.
This is it.
Beautiful.
It's over. It's beautiful. It's over. The credits are rolling. If this was a game and if this is an RPG, the credits would be rolling, and then everything that happened after it would be after the credits.
That's it.
But it's over. Gohan has won the battle. Earth is saved, and Goku can be proud while also dead. Heaven. Yeah, from somewhere at least.
Wherever he is.
And everyone's proud of him. You know, Vegeta tries to make sense of his journey and his purpose. He's just like, listen, without Goku, he's like, he's beaten me completely. First by his own actions.
Yeah, now his son.
And next by his son. What is left for me here? How could you die like that? I'll never have the chance to prove my strength against
all
you.
That, and Vegeta still has a very nice, healthy, selfish moment.
You died without fear. What does that make me?
Cell dies, and that's immediately what he's thinking about.
I am no warrior, and I will never fight again.
Big statement from Vegeta.
Big statement that never. Huge. My God! And then he woke up the next day and he was like, "I'm gonna go train."
Yeah, you already know. He went home and he realized he was like, "Shit, I don't want to be here right now.
I don't even want to be here." Shit.
Bulma.
Also, these post-credit scenes, Krillin tries to score with Android 18, tries to score some points. You think wishing the bomb, dedicating an entire wish to Android 18 is really what solidified him in getting the girl?
Well, I would do the same thing. I mean, I'm looking at it like she kissed me on my cheek. I went through all this to try to keep her alive. She still was absorbed. Got thrown up, so she's alive. It's meant to be, baby. I'm wishing her back. I know, Jeff. I'm doing the same thing, and I'm immediately letting her know what I did for her.
Listen, she could have just not accepted it, like some other,
my man,
bum classless lady.
Krillin on the uncut version of him asking Shenron, make sure her vagina works and all this other stuff. He made sure. He was like, yo, I need everything.
I was gonna say something, but I know it's way too.
It's too much. You think
it's too much for the podcast? It's too much.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. I usually have to stop myself when
it's okay. At the end of the day, what we're trying to come across is he smashed. He smashed at some point.
He's smiggity smash, my guy.
And 18 is fire. Okay, I don't want to get it twisted to y'all, man. She is fire. She's a 10 in Dragon Ball Z world.
Also, in this post-credit scene, Gohan comes to terms with Goku's death. He has to also deliver the news to Chi-Chi, who is not taking it as well as possible. Maybe, she's pregnant and feeling some things.
Sure.
But he's like, damn, we just had sex last night, and now he's dead. What's going on? Like, none of us can drive. Like, he just got his license. What are we doing?
My man Gohan went to the crib and immediately had the Scantron sheet waiting on the table. Time to study.
Time to study. You're like, listen, you saved the Earth. Now the Earth is here. Now you can go back to your books. Like, there's nothing to face anymore. Mr. Satan takes all the credit for being Cell.
I mean, somebody's got to. Right?
Somebody got to.
Somebody's got to.
And they show, if you've ever watched the Boo Saga, they show a very nice little reenactment, produced by Waves and Rocks, of how the Cell Saga went down. It's pretty funny. You should all watch it. It's like the reenactment of it. It's pretty fucking funny. The Trunks goes back in time, and this is pretty much the open-ended thing that we complained about in the history of Trunks. Just like, this is how it ends. It kind of ends with
luckily they have this part to kind of At least that happened.
It's the last episode, and it's really come sort of full circle in terms of just like how this started, how pretty much all of this started, and how far Trunks has come along, and he goes back to the future. He goes back, and he's
manhandles him.
I think the way he destroys 18 is probably the most brutal shit on earth. I think he's been waiting to get his hand on some android.
He's been thinking about it since he stepped out of the hyperbolic time chamber in present time.
To get back. I can't wait.
Yeah,
man.
Bro, you already know. He's like, he probably got out the chamber, was like, oh, I'm stronger than all of them now.
My nigga is just like, he threw off his jacket. He was like, I'm just going to work. Just
I'm gonna finish y'all right here, right now.
And he just does it with ease. And Cell tries to creep up on him. You know, it's just like, yo, I'm about to steal your ship. And Trunks is just like, what are you gonna do? Steal my ship? And like, how did you know?
I'm like, bro, it's over. I know everything about you now.
I know everything about you.
You almost killed me, bro.
You almost killed me. I think you did kill me at some point.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
I ain't dealing with this again.
And he beats Cell, and he saves the future.
Happy ending, man. The Cell games, bro.
Cell games are over. Everything.
I have an announcement.
Please talk about it.
I currently finished the Cell games just as you did. That's how we got through this. But I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch the version of Dragon Ball Z that you've been on me about watching.
The abridged version?
It's time, man. I'm starting the bridge.
Time. I'm ready to do a full episode on the abridged.
It's time. We can do it because I'm Cell games is finished. This is wrapped, so we got it situated before we move on to whatever else. Which, you know, we'll have a good time with the fans, hopefully figuring out that. But I'm definitely gonna watch this hood version, this fire version of
it
Dragon
is
Ball
so
Z.
good.
I need some good laughs. I've seen it on a serious note, and I need to me when I watch clips, what it looks like to me is how things would really be said if it went down.
And it just might be.
If just in a regular world, right? Like if in a regular world, if I'm TN and I pull up on Yamcha getting murked by Jiro, I'm going to react just like TN reacted.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm going to rock with it, guys.
We also have some other news for the podcast.
Yeah.
And it is about season 3 of The Lookout.
Yeah.
We have talked about the Cell saga. We're not fully done with season 2, by the way, just in case you're thinking. But we're preparing for season 3 because, believe it or not, watching these episodes are just a lot of work from time to time, especially given the length of the saga.
Yeah. Imagine if this was 10 years ago. We wouldn't even be able to find all these episodes properly.
Hell no. I would have to download some torrents and all this other things.
Yeah, way too much.
So we have a task for the listeners. So on the RNC Radio Live account, and make sure you're following RNC Radio Live, we are going to have you guys decide what we're going to talk about for season 3.
Yeah.
We have 4 options, and this will be up probably the day after the podcast. We have 4 options. We talked about. Let me run this back. What did you do? We talked about. All right. So the first option is, and they're essentially from all the different sagas. The first option will be we continue Dragon Ball Z and we run into the Buu saga. We cover everything Buu. That includes, you know, maybe the Otherworld tournament, maybe the Great Saiyan Man, but they all have to sort of do with Buu. We cover the Buu saga, just in general in its entirety. The ending of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
We also have Dragon Ball on the table. And we may talk about the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament, which takes place in what they're calling the Tien Shinhan saga. The crane hermit versus the turtle hermit, and their factions that are going against one another.
Don't be afraid to vote for Dragon Ball. It's I think it's a bit underrated because of just how old it is. But there's some good stuff on there, so don't be afraid to vote for that if you're feeling it. We'll talk about it.
We also have GT, and this will be our first foray into GT, and really talking about GT because I'm not a fan. But if there's any arc that is worth talking about, it is a Super 17 arc. We just talked about the androids. We were wondering what happens to Android 17 before we ever saw Super and the amazing things he did there.
Yeah.
There was GT and the Super 17. So we're prepared to talk about the Super 17. And then finally, all ties in once more. The Goku Black, the Future Trunks saga in Dragon Ball Super. It's currently airing on the Cartoon Network right now in its dubbed form. It will likely be done by the time we start recording Lookout Season 3. So we will definitely talk about the dub. We'll talk about the manga, which is a little bit different than, the anime.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing a whole episode on just differences. Of specific things.
And it's just different from it. And just the motivations. We got Future Trunks. We're talking about that. So those are our 4 options. Please vote. If you do vote, and we're going to have a special contest.
Yeah.
Alongside this post. So when we post this on the RNC Radio Live Twitter account, we want you to just, first of all, we want you to follow RNC Radio Live, and then we want you to retweet the post. And we will select someone at random for the prize of what we have. The prize will be, Jeff, talk about the prize.
So, we have a few, we've been going through a few different things, but one prize for sure that I do want to make sure that people know about is getting the fighter pass or / season pass for Dragon Ball Fighters. Get you all the bonus characters that are coming out periodically. Right now, Bardock and Broly are already out. By the time we do this actual event, Zamasu Fused and Vegito Blue will be out as well. So you guys will have access to that if you win.
Make sure you follow RNC Radio Live. Make sure you retweet that post that comes tomorrow. We'll be retweeting it. So if you ever need to find us, you can follow me on Meelz TV at Twitter. You can follow Jeff at Old Newsboy, and you'll definitely see the post there. But we want you guys to decide what we're going to talk about next, and we'll willingly talk about anything. All these subjects are very exciting to us. We really have no qualms against any of them.
No, yeah, I'm with whatever one you guys want to do. It'll be a good time. Send in some questions, whatever you guys want us to talk about. For real.
Easily. We're trying to come back with another episode after this. So please stay tuned. Just when you see the lookout signal, lookout RNC, follow us. You'll know when the next episode is coming. But until then, thank you guys for listening to us ramble about androids and cells and Gokus and Saiyans for the last couple weeks.
Absolutely. Bandai, Funimation, holla at us.
But until then, for all your RNC Radio needs, you can follow RNC Radio Live. You can follow RNC Radio on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Google Play. We're available wherever there is that you need to listen to us. We're going to get available there. We have multiple playlists coming down the pipeline. We have so many different things going on, so many things coming up. The month of June is crazy. So, you know what? Just stay tuned. Stay locked in to the lookout. And we'll see you guys next time.